Kendall's
Metal Shop.
This week on Metal Shop, we dig out the hairspray for the hair bands. Hair metal achieved a great deal of commercial success in the 80s and early 90s. Borrowing from glam rock in the 70s, hair metal created its unique identity with aesthetically crafted, upbeat rock anthems and emotionally charged power ballads. Oh, we're talking flashy style, big hooks, and larger-than-life attitude. While some dismissed it as all looks and no substance, there is no denying its impact on rock and metal's mainstream success. The genre-filled arenas dominated MTV and made rock stars out of bands that embraced both heavy metal riffs and over-the-top theatrics. Some acts had the talent and showmanship to stand the test of time, while others faded as quickly as the trend. But during its peak, hair metal ruled the charts and airwaves like no other rock movement. Here come the bands that made a massive impact and left a lasting mark on metal history.
Hi, this is Ozzy Osbourne.
Hi, this is James from Metallica.
Hey, how you doing? This is Frankie Banali from Quiet Riot.
Hi, I'm John Bon Jovi on Metal Shop. Metal Shop.
We start with a band that has sold over 100 million albums worldwide. Originally formed in 1978 by former Deep Purple vocalist David Coverdale, Whitesnake started as a bluesy hard rock band before transforming into a glam metal powerhouse. The band's 1987 self-titled album scored big time, featuring hits like Here I Go Again and Is This Love, paired with music videos starring David's future ex-wife, Tawny Katane. Whitesnake became a multi-platinum juggernaut. Metal Shop asked David Coverdale where he got the inspirations for his songs. David?
The biggest influence to me really is the Blues Boys, who certainly came out of the closet and said exactly as they were feeling, what they wanted to do and what they didn't want to do, and how they'd been abused. Whereas basically the essence of the upbringing that I initially heard from the pop music that I heard in England is like Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely daughter, you know, sort of couched in chocolate box gold. Whereas, you know, I like the sort of coming out and saying it rather than beating around the bush, excuse the expression.
My body started shaking and I can't take no more. I just wanna get close to you and taste your love so sweet, and I just wanna make love to you. Feel your body in the still of the night. In the still of the night. Over here, baby. In the heat of the day, I have my head down low, hide my face from the sun. So the light of the day until the evening time, I'm waiting for the night to come. Ooh, baby. In the still of the night, in the cool
Whitesnake and Still of the Night, as Metalshop's spotlight falls on hair metal bands of the 80s. Coverdale's powerful vocals and the addition of guitarists like John Sykes and later Steve Vai helped cement their arena-filling sound. Whitesnake was a hair metal icon. Stick around. There's more where that came from as Metalshop's dive into the world of 80s glitter, lipstick, and Aquanet continues.
Hey man, this is Janie Lane.
This is Joey Allen.
We're Warrant.
Warrant.
We'll be back with more Metal Shop right after these words.
Happy Headbanging New Year. I'm Metal Tim from Bravewords.com, and here are your metal notes this week on Metal Shop. Led Zeppelin legend Jimmy Page turns 82, guitarist Michael Schenker turns 71, and AC/DC founder Malcolm Young would have turned 73. 6 years ago, sadly, we lost Rush drum icon Neil Peart. 35 years ago, Def Leppard guitar player Steve Clark was found dead at his UK home. And we lost Fast Eddie Clark 8 years ago, the classic Motorhead lineup all gone. Van Halen's 1984 turns 42, and Sammy Hagar's Standing Hampton turns 44. And speaking of Van Halen, David Lee Roth has announced a spring-summer U.S. tour. The trek will encompass 30 dates of the former Van Halen frontman. Will begin in Airway Heights, Washington on April the 16th and conclude with an appearance at Sturgis in August. And those are your metal notes this week, brought to you by Bravewords.com.
Charlie Kendall's Metal Shop.
Skid Row has sold over 9 million records. They skidded onto the scene in 1989 with a harder edge take on the music, propelled by the vocals of Sebastian Bach. Their self-titled debut album produced hit songs like 18 in Life and Youth Gone Wild. The band's energy and streetwise image quickly set them apart. But tensions between Bach and the rest of the band led to his departure in 1996. And Skid Row entered a period of lineup changes and reduced visibility. They remain one of the most successful and respected acts to rise from the late 80s scene. Here's Sebastian Bach to introduce the next song for us as Metal Shop salutes hair metal.
This is the one, just, if you ever got a day when anything's getting you down or somebody's telling you what to do and you just feel like, no, I'm gonna shove it. You just go on, put your headphones on, crack a cold one and crank it. And, hopefully your troubles will go away. This is like a tune, from the heart of a kid, 5 kids who have never taken any and never will. And that's basically it. Turn it up.
Another misfit kid, another bird.
Skid Row serving up Youth Gone Wild on Metal Shop's Hair Metal Extravaganza. This movement has roots.
Hi, this is Sebastian Bach from Skid Row.
Hi, this is Zach Wild from Ozzy Osbourne's band.
Hi, this is Red Rocker Sammy Hagar on Metal Shop.
Gary Glitter, Slade, T-Rex, and David Bowie led the charge back in the 60s and early 70s. Twisted Sister picked up on that and went on to sell over 12 million records worldwide. Their most successful album, Stay Hungry, achieved multi-platinum status in the U.S. with sales of more than 3 million copies. Twisted Sister was formed in the early 70s in New York, but didn't achieve mainstream success until the mid-80s. Led by the flamboyant and outspoken Dee Snider, the band built a strong following through relentless touring and outrageous live performances. Their breakthrough came with 1984's Stay Hungry, featuring We're Not Gonna Take It and I Wanna Rock. Metal Shop asked Dee Snider where the album title, Stay Hungry, came from. Dee?
Myself and the band, we all, a lot of us weight train. Not that we're real massive, but we like to stay in shape and what have you. And Arnold Schwarzenegger wrote a book, and there was a movie, as a matter of fact, called Stay Hungry, which was the whole Rocky Eye of the Tiger concept. When I read that book, which was a while ago, it just really put into words my feelings. So I always wanted to write a song that used that title and expressed, those feelings about just keeping the spirit inside of you. And this goes for anything. For Arnold Schwarzenegger, it was weight training, and have a Twisted Sister, it's being one of the biggest rock and roll bands in the world. So I wrote the song, and when we selected 10, Stay Hungry was one of them, and then everybody said, wow, that would be the perfect title, especially for Twisted Sister, because after 8 years of trying, to succeed, it's starting to finally happen. And the whole reason is because we are hungry. We never at any point in our 8 years have stopped fighting and gave up and lost the urge and desire to make it.
I wanna rock! Tell me not to play
I Want to Rock from Twisted Sister. The band's blend of heavy metal attitude and glam-influenced theatrics made them MTV staples. Snider also became a vocal defender of artistic freedom, famously testifying before the U.S. Senate against the PMRC in 1985. For those of you with no sense of history, that's the Parents Music Resource Committee, a group of wives of senators who took it upon themselves to stop rock and roll. It didn't work. Twisted Sister disbanded in 1988, but reunited in the 2000s for several successful tours and charity performances. Twisted Sister's legacy as a symbol of anti-establishment rock endures, with their biggest hits remaining rallying cries for rebellion.
Hi, this is Stephen Pearcy from Rat, and we're invading your privacy on Metal Shop.
Next up, we find a band that record execs and radio didn't like, all because of their name, Rat. Sorry, too bad. They've sold over 20 million records throughout their career. Rat emerged from the LA scene in the early 1980s, carving out a distinct space with sleazy riffs, catchy choruses, and Sunset Strip swagger. Led by vocalist Stephen Pearcy and anchored by guitarist Warren DeMartini's sharp playing, Rat's 1984 album Out of the Cellar was a commercial smash, featuring the enduring hit Round and Round. Their style was harder edged than many of their glam contemporaries, giving them crossover appeal with both metalheads and mainstream audiences. Metal Shop asked Stephen Pearcy what category he thought Rat was in. Here's what he had to say.
We just want people to know that we're playing rat and roll, not heavy metal or even hard rock or whatever. We decided just to call it rat and roll because we're tired of being called heavy metal. I mean, when we first started, and that was a scene in Los Angeles, you could have probably said we were heavy metal. But we were always a trashy type of a just rock band, so, you know, I mean, we weren't into the leathers and the studs. We weren't into it, you know. We wore the makeup and trash clothes, but that's about it.
Get it away, we'll put you on your shelf.
There you have it, a solid arena anthem from Rat, Round and Round. Metal Shop's gawk at the Guardians of Glam continues in a moment. All right, go fix your eyeshadow. Who do you think you are? Alice Cooper?
Steve Ashmore, Mike.
Yo, this be Sammy Hagar, the Red Rocker from Van Halen. On this week's Metal Shops, check it out.
Charlie Kendall's Metal Shop.
Oh, you got here just in time. Metal Shop is saluting hair metal greats of the 1980s. Estimates vary, but we guess Cinderella sold 10 to 15 million albums in the U.S. alone. The band was formed in Philadelphia in 1982 by singer-guitarist Tom Keifer and bassist Eric Brittingham. Their debut album, Night Songs, in 1986, became a multi-platinum success thanks to hits like Nobody's Fool and Shake Me. But it was the band's follow-up album, Long Cold Winter, in 1988, that revealed a deeper musical maturity, incorporating more blues and classic rock influences. Songs like Gypsy Road were undeniable, and it didn't hurt that John Bon Jovi liked them too. Here's Tom Keifer with that story.
John's been great. He saw us at a club that we played down in Philadelphia called the Empire Rock Club. He was doing his album at the time in Philly, the last one. He was really intrigued by the band, I guess, and he came back afterwards and said that he was really hot on the show and came back up to Polygram and put in all kinds of good words. He was a major influence in getting us the deal.
Talk
Cinderella and Gypsy Road, in a well-earned spot on Metal Shop's tribute to hairbands. Cinderella's movement slowed in the early 1990s due to vocal issues for Tom Keifer and the ever-changing musical landscape.
Hi, this is Steve Clark of Phil Collins of Def Leppard on Metal Shop.
Metal Shop.
Next up under the Metal Shop spotlight is a band that has sold about 38 million albums in the U.S. alone. Def Leppard is another band that had a past before MTV found them. Originating in England in 1977, Def Leppard was one of the first bands to blend hard rock riffs with polished production and melodic hooks, setting the blueprint for 1980s arena rock. It was 1983's Pyromania, produced by Mutt Lange, that broke them into the mainstream with hits like Photograph and Rock of Ages. Their follow-up, Hysteria, in 1987, had songs like Pour Some Sugar on Me and Love Bites. It was a monster. Even more remarkable, Def Leppard overcame the adversity they faced, most notably drummer Rick Allen's loss of his left arm in a car accident. Allen's return with a custom drum kit became a symbol of the band's resilience and unity. Metal Shop asked Phil Cullen and Steve Clark if it was hard coming back with an album and a tour after taking 4 years off.
We knew it'd be hard, and it was, really. We started the tour, and there was just like die-hard fans from 83 there. To be quite honest, we didn't even expect that. We came out totally expecting no one to show up at all, really, because everything else had kind of gone wrong. And we'd gone past the stage of worrying about anything, so we just said, see what happens, We got this new stage in the middle and new album we're really pleased with. Just see what happens. And we knew it'd be hard work, but it's just starting to pay off now.
We just look at the first part of tour before Christmas is a sort of regaining the territory lost over 4 years. It's almost now we've got back the same stage and it's like a fresh lease of life almost.
Sitting looking pretty.
Def Leppard, from before they were famous back in 1981. Here on Metal Shop's Hair Metal Spectacular. Even as musical taste shifted in the 90s, Def Leppard stayed strong. Their 2022 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction affirmed their lasting impact on rock music. When Metal Shop returns, we'll chat with the guy credited with inspiring the term hairband.
Yo, this is Tuff McKagan from Guns N' Roses.
Hi, this is Tom Hamilton from Aerosmith.
Hey, this is Janie Lane.
This is Joey Allen.
We're Warrant on Metal Shop.
Bravewords Records, home for Poliano's Warhorse, The Chris Slade Timeline, Rhett Forrester and Rob Robbins, Prophets of Addiction, Jack Starr, Aska, Crimson Glory, and Lillian Axe, where music lives. Bravewords Records. Visit bravewordsrecords.com.
Charlie Kendall's Metal Shop.
This next kid from New Jersey is no slouch either. In the United States alone, Bon Jovi have sold approximately 42 million albums. Bon Jovi emerged from New Jersey in the early 80s, led by charismatic frontman John Bon Jovi. The band's self-titled debut in 1984 gained some attention, but it was 1986's Slippery When Wet that catapulted them to global stardom. We're talking Living on a Prayer, You Give Love a Bad Name, and Wanted Dead or Alive. The album became one of the best-selling rock albums of all time, and John Bon Jovi has been credited with being the source of the term hairband. Well, he does have great hair and seems to never age. He also has what I call a James Dean persona that makes some people think he's sad. You know, they want to take him home and make him smile. Well, John?
They think I'm real quiet, or they think that I'm always thinking and not smiling and having fun. But I am having fun. They think they're always not healthy, look sick. I'm not sick. I'm very healthy. I'm very happy. My mind is in 8 different places, but it doesn't mean that this isn't what it's all centered around. So they should just be comfortable and know that I'm fine. And they sometimes worry, I think, a little too much.
Shot to the heart, and you're too late, darling. You give love a bad name.
Bon Jovi's first #1 song, You Give Love a Bad Name, on Metal Shop Salute to Hairbands.
Hi, this is Brett Michaels from Poison on What Else? The Metal Shop.
Our next group of hairspray warriors are still making waves today. Poison has sold over 6 million albums in the U.S. Here's Poison with their Rags to Riches story in a nutshell. Take it away, boys.
Well, here's the story. Originally, Poison was formed in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and we worked in the bar scene out there for a long time, but we wanted to play strictly original material, so we moved out to California in March of 1984, where the band then lost our original guitarist, and through auditions, we went through about 100 to 200 people and came up with who else? CC DePhil from Brooklyn, New York. You want to take it from there, Davila?
Well, from there, we just played the clubs and sold out shows everywhere we played, made a lot of money. No, we played a lot of clubs, and we got a really big audience draw, and then the record company saw us and said, "Guy, I think these guys are great," and signed us, and then take it away from there, Bob.
And the rest is rock and roll history. We have
platinum.
a #1 video, a top 10 single, a top 10 album, and
we just want to thank everyone. How about it, guys, from putting us right
thank
where
you
we're
for
at
putting
right
our
now.
record where it is.
Especially in the metal shop.
Poison, Look What the Cat Dragged In, on Metal Shop Salute to the Guardians of Glam Metal.
Hey, all you party animals, this is Vince Neil of Motley Crue. Don't you dare go away, you stay right there now.
Well, in the 1980s, Motley Crue was top of the rock, top of the heap, and usually top of the pile of naked bodies. They sold more than 100 million albums worldwide, 25 million in the U.S. Motley Crue were nuts. Their story is simple, as told here by Nikki Sixx.
The way the band got together was me and Tommy had met
playing in clubs, and there was an ad in the paper, and we just called it up Mick Mars. He came to my house with a Marshall stack. I mean, you just don't come to people's houses with Marshall stacks, you know. Loaded in the back of this Toyota, and he, you know, loads it in the front room, and all three of us played, and it sounded great. And that night, we went to this bar, and Vince was singing in a band called Rock Candy, and we asked him to come down and audition, and the band was formed, like in 3 days. It clicked at that.
Motley Crue with a song about one of their favorite subjects, girls, girls, girls. And that wraps up our salute to hair metal.
Charlie Kendall's
Metal Shop.
The only show with teeth.